Okay, so I went on ahead and inked the side of his face and everything. I think it's dry. Let's see. Yeah, it's dry. I'm gonna check the corners. Yeah, I don't want to smear any of this, so I want to check it so I can color them. Now I haven't chose my colors. I do know that I want this black and this gray. His hair is gray. What shade of gray? I do not know, and I have a lot of shades. Well, I think it's a lot of different shades of gray to choose from. Here's 3 out of this alone. So there's the 3 grays from this for his hair. So I guess I can start with his hair. And then, let's see. And then I have these. This black one is no good. I just kind of have it in there because I think you can refill these some kind of way. I got to see how you can refill these. I have blue gray, cool gray. No, I have 2 blue grays. Here's this one and then this one. 2 totally different shades, but both blue gray. Is that? Nope. Have Okay, let me grab all the blue grays I have. And these are it. These are all blue grays. You have darker shades and then lighter shades of blue gray. You have warm gray, which is really dark. Then there are oh, wait a minute. These are the other 2 warm grays. And then these are the cool grays. This is not gray at all. This is actually pale blue. So this is what I have to choose from. I don't know where that paper is that I was supposed to laminate. I have no clue where I put that paper that I did the swatches on. OMG. I will be right back. Okay, I couldn't find it, so this is actually swatches for the markers that look like this. The doll markers and not the sketch markers. So I have to go through and do these. So I was denied my disability, which I'm not surprised by. When you have fibromyalgia, it's really hard to get your disability for that illness because it is something that they really do not understand. And this is from a patient's point of view. What I see or have seen, or what I have also experienced myself, is when they don't understand something, they label you as crazy. Or they try to make you think that I might use this one. I like this color. Um, they make you think that it all is all in your head type of thing. They try to make you crazy. Like people who have pain illnesses, most likely they want them to go to a psychiatrist. And don't get me wrong, being in pain a lot, it does do something to you mentally. I'm not even gonna lie. It does something to you mentally. But do I want to sit up and talk to a psychiatrist about it? No. I literally have a psychiatrist that I can never hardly ever talk to anyway. I've only been to her once or twice, I think. I think one time, and the other times that I was supposed to go, she had flares because she also has fibromyalgia. And I thought that, oh, I got someone who has what I have and it's nice. And, someone who can sympathize with me. But it's hard when that person flares up a lot. And, you know, she flares up a lot. So she misses a lot of work. Oh, that's super dark. That is super dark. Okay, what are these? I did the cool. Nope, I didn't do the cool ones. So, sorry, y'all. Allergies. So that is what is going on right now. Do I plan on fighting this? Yes, I haven't gotten anything. Nothing from my lawyers because the person that I sent the message to has not responded. So, and that was like she's not a receptionist. She's an assistant. The lawyer's assistant, whatever you call lawyer's assistants. I don't know if y'all can actually see what I'm doing. These little swatches here. I'm just trying to see the color that I want. Anywho, this is cool gray. The other one is too. So let me write cool gray. I kind of like this gray too. I like this one and I like this one. This one it really is. You can see the blue in it. So nice. Anyway, so I'm gonna send a message to the other lady too. What's this one? CG7, CG7. So that I can let them know, hey, I got a denial letter. What is the next steps? And my mom is like, I really don't think that you can go get a regular job without being fired from having the flares that you have and being fine 1 minute and hurting the neck. That's too dark. This one is going to be too dark too. And I really don't think that that's going to work out. I am really close to like throwing in the towel, but I'm not going to because I know that's what they want. That's too dark too. The reason why I say it's too dark is because this part of his hair is black. And so if I do this part gray, I don't want it to be really dark gray because then you won't be able to really see the black. So I'm looking at what I have done here. And I'm thinking, let's see, let's take some black, play around with this for a little bit. I'm going to do like 3 swatches. Oh, 4. I'll go ahead and do 4. 4 swatches to see. This is BG1. BG1 is very light. That up against that black. And then BG3. Is this BG3? No. No. Did I put them all in here? Yeah, here's BG3. Let's do it closer to that. BG3 is looking pretty promising. And then the one that I like, CG1, I think is this one. Yep. And I'll try to show y'all this in a minute. I really like these two together. I think that's nice. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go with this one. I'm pretty sure. And what other one? Let's just do a more gray one. WG2. WG2. I'm actually looking at sword art online And I'm going to cosplay as Asuna. I always say her name wrong. That's who I want to cosplay as. I've been making her theme for the longest because I just kind of stopped making it from scratch. I don't know how to sew, but I'm going to try. Actually, it's out of these two. So let me show y'all. I like this gray with that against that black. And I also like this gray against the black. So should I split his hair in half and do the two colors that I like? I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I don't know if I should do that. I do not know if I should do that. So, anywho, I'm trying to see all the colors that I want to use because I want to have them all together and I don't want to kind of pick and choose as I go. So I'm going to hang on to these two for his hair. I didn't even see what these colors are. Thing about this is y'all know how these markers go and I don't want to, well, I guess you don't because I haven't put that video up. But these markers here don't have a number on them, which is, I'll never get these markers again just because of that. I'll never get them again because of that. I like to know stuff. Make swatches with this. You have to put it on a piece of paper, do your swatch, because even though it's kind of close to the color of this pen top, it's not exactly that. So that you can put that color, tape it onto here so you'll know exactly. Nobody has time for all. I mean, I could do that, but why? When all you have to do is put the name of it in a number or something, or put the color. So when we're doing the swatches, we can write the color on the side. Come on, get it together, get it together. Alrighty. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna finish picking out the colors that I want. I had to think for a minute, like, wait a minute, what are you doing? Let's see. Good thing about that is I actually have the color chart. Hold on. I actually have a color chart for the skin tones right here. So I'm gonna choose. I know I want his skin tone to be light. Very light rose. Hey, very light rose would be good for his lips. Let's see if I can find it. So these are the colors that I'm gonna be choosing from. Um, let's see. Have light rose. Light rose is kind of dark. And then there's very light rose. Where is very light? This is, so this is the color I chose. This one, right? Can y'all see that good? I don't know if you can see that good, but that's the color I chose. So I have everything on here, and from this point, I really don't have nothing to rant about because today has been kind of a draining day for me mentally. I've cried a few tears for other reasons, not for moving, because there's something, I can't control that right there. What can you do? Just kind of lost in this whirlwind of a corrupt system that we live in. So what can you do about that? I mean, there's not too much you can do. I mean, there's not too much you can do. So I'm laughing to keep myself from crying more. So, oh, I'm going to try that brush. This is the one I'm going to use to do his hair. And I figure I'll start up top and do his hair. And that can be drying because this marker actually takes a little while for it to dry for some reason on here. Longer than the other markers. I don't know why. Just does. So I probably should have done this last night, but oh well. I need to put some music to this video so I can finish looking at my show. I'm looking at well, I told y'all, Sword Art Online, the world of swords, swords. Oh my goodness. The way my mind is, I wonder if I'm gonna get dementia when I get older. I know that sounds like way off, but I forget everything. So I was like, am I gonna have dementia when I get older? Am I gonna be locked into like a facility because my family is scared? Kids are scared. I'm gonna walk out the front door and just keep going. I hope not. My plan is to never put my parents in a nursing home. My mom has begged and begged not to go into a nursing home, and I don't trust nursing homes, to be honest. I know that there's some somewhere that's trustworthy somewhere in this world, but I don't think it's any of them where I live. So, like at all. I had a family member in a nursing home. He got out that nursing home and did not last long at all. He wasn't even in there for a long time. That's the thing. He was in there long enough to be damaged. And when he came back home, he ended up with pneumonia, and that's what took him out. And I had another family member in a nursing home, and she ended up, and she left us too. I really don't know how. I just know that she's no longer here, but I do know that she had like these body jerks, body movements, kind of like what my head does every once in a while. And I know that Lexapro did that to me because it started happening the day I took the Lexapro for my anxiety, which is really weird because I haven't taken that for a while. Nothing happened. That one time I was totally freaked out because we were leaving to go out of town and we were under a tornado warning. And whenever we get under tornado warnings, I freak out. And you would think a person that born and raised where tornadoes could happen, and I've seen a couple of tornadoes with my own eyes, um, wouldn't have those anxieties, but I do pretty badly. Like my heart just goes all out of control, and my mom was like, "Take you know, your Lexapro." Not that day. It was one day she told me to take it, and that if we needed to run or take cover or anything, that they would let me know because that medication would put me to sleep. So I took it one time and I went to sleep. At that time that we were going out of town, of course you gotta fight your sleep because here we're packing it everywhere. We literally left um during this storm. Like we left. We drove right out of it. And that night when we were in the middle of nowhere, my body just started twitching like my whole body. I would sit there and all of a sudden I'm like this. And I wasn't doing it. And it was so strange to me. It freaked me out. But I remained silent because I was like, okay, we're driving in the middle of nowhere. Um, why would I freak them out by telling them that this is happening when there's nothing around us? Nothing is pitch black. There's no gas stations, there's no hospitals, there's no stores, no apartment, nothing. There's nothing but grass and trees and whatever else was out there because I couldn't tell because it was so dark. So I didn't say anything. And then I decided not to say anything during the trip. I said, well, they're really not going to be paying attention to me anyway, so they won't notice it. Now, my daughter, of course, knew. She noticed, and I told her not to say anything. I said, I don't want to ruin the trip. I don't want people being, all worried and stuff, trying to figure out what the heck is going on and me going to hospitals and all this stuff. I don't want to do that. So I didn't say anything, and they didn't notice. But by the time we got back, it had gotten way worse. And I think my mom cried a lot too because she thought I was having mini seizures. Because at that point, my head started shaking. Um, I wouldn't say violently. I guess it could come across that way. Like in a no, like I was saying no, but it was shaking like really fast. And I went to the ER and they said it was myo something, starts with a C, and gave me some seizure medication. But they said it was like a muscle relaxer or something. But it was I looked it up, it was for seizures. And that helped it a little bit. After a while it calmed down. Like I would have about 60 episodes a day, and that was so tiresome, to have that many of those happening a day. And it happens every once in a while. So I'm still suffering from it. And that is why I do not try. Because hopefully, wait a minute, what are you doing? Why did you cut off? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to charge one of my phones and my battery turned off for some reason. Anywho, this is getting on my nerves. Um, y'all, should I split this in half? Man, I wish these were live. I don't have enough I don't have enough followers to go live. I don't. I really wish it was interactive because then y'all could tell me the colors or help me choose colors. Anywho, I don't know. Let me start with the one that I really like. That's what was going on. That is really wet. It's almost like painted that. So yeah, just imagine you're chilling. It's late at night as you're traveling. That's not gonna work. Why is that like that? That's not the color that you were on that paper. How are you like this? It's literally no color coming off of you. That's super weird. What is this? What is this? Maybe I grabbed the wrong one. Let's see. Did I? No. It's just. Anywho, that's too light. You're sitting up there chilling, and all of a sudden your body starts moving around on its own. I mean, that would freak anybody out, I believe. I don't think there's no one on this earth that would be calm about that situation. Because in my mind, I was frantic, but outside, I was just like, there's nothing going on. Okay, let's try this one. Let's try this blue gray. Thank you. I probably should have did the blue gray first before the black. But anywho, yeah, so that's what I was dealing with for a long time. I dealt with that for a long time. Those movements were like every day, and you know, I went through all of that kind of stuff. And, every medication has side effects. I don't care what it is, over the counter, um, whatever. They all have. What did I do with that? Seriously, what did I do with that? They all have. They all have side effects. And so that was actually on the bottle. That was one of the side effects of this medication was uncontrollable muscle movements. Look at that. That's so not even cool how that's looking. I don't even know what to say. Um, you can kind of wash that off though. Let's see. But this is alcohol. The reason why these dry so fast because they're alcohol markers. Um, anyway, it was on the bottle, so it's not something that wasn't like it wasn't on there and it just happened. That's how I knew that that is what caused that, and I have not taken that medication since. Ooh, and I saw a video on TikTok where this poor person recorded their family member and his whole body was just moving uncontrollably because of antidepressants or antipsychotics. It was one of the two. All of them, antidepressants, antipsychotics, anxiety medications, all those types of medications can cause uncontrollable body movements. And I felt tired just looking at that video of that poor, poor, poor guy. My heart broke in like a million pieces for this guy. And I'm like, oh, this poor man, this is how he has to live the rest of his life like this because of some medication that he was given. Now, mind you, when I was given this medication, in the doc, in the doctor that gave me the medication, um, my counselor did not say anything about that as a side effect. Y'all can't see the color I'm putting on his hair. I'm sorry. It's like extremely light. It's ridiculous. Can you see it? Can you see that? How light that is? Ugh. It's not what I wanted. Maybe I should have used the darker ones. Um, did not tell me anything about that. The pharmacist did not tell me anything about that. Of course, you have to read that little pamphlet, but that seems to be something that happens often, I believe. So the stuff that happens often, they should let their patients know. I mean, let them know. And if something, I will build this system like if things are most likely to happen to you, I would build this system to where they pop up as you're talking to the person and you can mention it. This is one of the side effects that have sometimes it happens. Um, it's one of the ones that happens more often than not. So here you go. This is what could happen, A, B, C, D, F, G. And then you go about your business. Mm-mm. Yeah, I want to like his hair, but I'm gonna keep going. I do not like his hair. Like, I do not like his hair. Anywho, can you even see his face? Like, I don't know. I had to look at this video because it looks like you can't even see his face. Anyway, that is just craziness. I'm gonna go ahead and do a skin tone. That is just so crazy to me that they don't let you know these things when they're giving you these medications. I bet you let your family members know. They come, oh girl, let me tell you about this. Don't take this because of this, but you readily don't say those things to the patients. And of course, they can't just be telling people don't take stuff. Um, that's understandable because this person went to a doctor, but not all doctors give out good medication, you know. Some of them give it out because, oh, if I give you gabapentin, that's a lot of money in my pocket. It's a lot. And it is. They get the big bucks for gabapentin. And there's certain medications that they get the big bucks for. And some doctors are like that. They're not for their patients, they're for themselves. Which, if you ask me, they are a danger to society. I saw a video where this woman took her child to the ER, and the doctor was asking her. First of all, the doctor said that he had a murmur. She had never saw or heard. She had never heard. You don't see a murmur. She had never heard a doctor say that, and the baby's cardiologist did not say she had a murmur. I had a doctor tell me, I hear a murmur. I don't have a murmur. I don't know what she heard, but it wasn't a murmur. Anywho, um, it was the surgeon kept asking her if he was a organ donor that most babies are. And I was like, lady, you need to get your baby out of that hospital because they have plans for your baby. I mean, isn't that what that sounds like, or is it just me? Am I being overly dramatic? I could be. Now these spots right here is like spots right here. I really hope y'all can see what I'm doing. I really hope you can. Um, I smeared them on here by accident. So he has like these spots in his face that I can make out of freckles, I guess, to cover them up because I could have covered them up if I did his skin tone darker, but I didn't want to do that. This is the skin tone that I saw pretty much when drawing him. It wasn't a darker skin tone like my other picture. But yeah, needless to say, her baby is fine at home. I'm getting better from whatever it is that is hurting the baby, whatever issues the baby is having. It's just so crazy. I've heard so many different stories because I have some family that works in hospitals. So I've heard stories, y'all. I've heard stories. This one girl just got on just put out a video saying whatever you do, you know, if you don't have to, do not go to these hospitals right now because it is scary. She did not elaborate on that. So scary how, I don't know. But that's what she said, and she is a nurse. She works at a hospital. So if a nurse is telling you that, I would I would either take her for her word or do some research. I guess it's better to research because people can just get on social media for clout, you know, and say crazy stuff just for views, like that stupid thing that's going on right now on TikTok. Sorry, TikTok. You don't let people see my stuff anyway, so I'm gonna talk about you. Where it's a little scary filter. People are actually scaring their children for views. Every single one I see like that, I immediately block them. Cause I'm like, I don't like, you know, that poor baby. Some of these babies are really crying and screaming and clawing at the door and trying to get out to save their lives. And people are all in the comments laughing. That is not entertainment. That's you traumatizing your child for views. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It could just be me, but no, that will get you a big block. I don't want to see any more of your content. Mm-mm-mm. The first one was a Mary J. Blige song. Um, the first one was a Mary J. Blige song. The part where she screams out, but she would do it like, they had it like it was really loud. And they was doing it to babies. And the babies would cry. I was like, man, I understand giving a baby a lemon. Cause seeing their little lemon face is so cute, but not scaring your baby. I don't think nothing is funny about scaring a baby like that. But hey, that's just me. That's just one little person on the earth that no one um cares about. Well, I have people that care about me. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying. Alrighty, homeboy. I got your skin colored all in very nicely. You're kind of dirty looking because I can't clean that up. Let's see. I think y'all can see it, but the way I have my computer, I can't see if y'all can see it. So there. His hair is still wet. It's still wet and it's gonna get wetter because I have to color that little part in right there. Okay. Oh, I didn't finish you. I just saw something that I didn't do. What color did I use? Because I threw that back in here. It's golden. It's medium. It's light medium. Golden. Okay. Oh, come on. Get all of this part. I was like, I'm done with your skin. No, I'm not. I thought I was done with you. Okay, there we go. Now he has little dots here, all the way up here. His ear looks a little dingy and dirty, and I really don't know how to rectify that at all, how to fix that. This is medium deep almond. I figured this is dark, so I'm just going to use it to outline. Well, first, let's do this. Let's start with black first. And I'm going to start with this because that other black is taking too long to dry. I think this one will dry faster. To his eyelashes. You gotta make that thick now. Um, and then I can use this side. I like this marker because you have the bigger side and then the really thin side. Yeah. Oh, let me start on this side. Now there's a big difference with the blackness of this marker. It's almost blue-like. It's not really black. It's almost blue. So I think I might have to go over, this a bunch of times to get that nice and black. Oh, and I had to put a time limit on um TikTok. Studies show that if you If you are a lonely person or a loner or whatever, you don't have friends or whatever, when you look at social media and you look at it so much, and because people like to glamorize their lives, they tend to put the best moments on social media. Although I see a whole bunch of terrible moments on TikTok. TikTok to me is like the news. Anyway, um, oh, he's looking nice, y'all. Um, Studies show that it can actually make you more sad and depressed and thinking about how your life sucks because you don't have those things that other people have that you're looking at. You don't have those luxuries in life. Okay, y'all, I'm going to put this up right now. So put them up as I go. That way I don't have a big cleanup mess in the end. So I put a timer on there that's supposed to work and let me know in an hour when to get off. But I'm going to test that out to see today. I'm going to set my watch for an hour and I'm going to get on TikTok and I'm going to purposely stay on there to see if that timer is going to work or not. Okay, so his eyes is supposed to be purple. I want you to have purple eyes, my friend. Purple eyes. That makes you a very distinctive character. Alrighty. And I like it too. It's so nice. It's coming out so lovely. But I think if I were to use this purple glitter pen, this purple is like way darker than that. It could mess it up. So I'm not going there, but I am going to take this marker here and go over that part just like that. There we go. He's looking nice, y'all. Look at his eyes. They pretty. I wouldn't even have to talk through this video, and I've just been talking so much, trying to think of something else to say. I don't know about that. Go over like this. You got that inside his eye. What you did. Okay. Anyhow, that wasn't dark enough to do as a deal to go over. It wasn't dark enough what I'm doing right now, but I'm trying to make this work. I'm trying to make it work. I'll go over it a couple times. There we go. And the same with this, but I think what I'm gonna do for his nose before I jack that all up is erase some of that. OMG. Did I bring the eraser over here? 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. If anybody is watching this video, oh no, oh no, oh no, why? Oh, look at that. Look at what that did. Okay, you are messing this up. I thought this was a good eraser. This is not a good eraser? Yes, it is. Let's see. Let's see if I go like this to get that off. If I put some elbow grease to it. Y'all see what I did? I smudged it in there. But I think I turned around and got it off too. I'm sorry, what you're hearing is my pencils and my drink. That's what you're hearing. While I'm trying to fix this big old mess that I've made. I can't believe it. Look at what I did to you. And I can't, how can I fix that? Oh my God, what you did. Y'all, I made the biggest mess. And then the eraser bits don't want to come off. Come on. You want to see what I did to his nose? Look at that. Look at all of that smudging. I'm gonna sit here for a minute. Anywho, what was I talking about? Oh, let me know if y'all like my little stress drawing video of me talking a lot throughout it and everything like that as I draw. I'm so mad about this. This is like really made me so mad. First, I'm gonna go with back to the golden. And I'm gonna fill this up, that white space up. Just like that. Take this and mix that in so that it's not darker. I blend it in. And try to fix this monstrosity that I've caused on your nose. I think I'm going to take some little classes. I call them classes. Thank goodness for artists who get on TikTok and show you what to do. I guess my videos is what, don't do this type of thing, you know. I actually drew some art recently that I think I could actually sell for a nice amount. I need to erase his mouth, but I don't want to use that same eraser, so I'll be right back. No, sweet girl, I didn't go get you anything. You want to smell what I have? Is pencil, see? Yeah, see? She's so nosy. I had to let her smell stuff that I grabbed, my guinea pig, because she's like, what is that? What's this? See? I think it's doing that because it's up against the marker. And so it's just acting crazy up against that marker, but I don't want a big giant mess. But I think I'm gonna have one. Okay, let's see. And I can tell which ones. It's not gonna all come off, so that's why I'm being so vigorous with it. I should have erased this before putting any marker to it, so don't do what I just did. Don't do it, or you will end up with a big mess that you're trying to clear, like what I'm gonna have to do here in a minute. See, and then you gotta go like this to get those bits off that's trying to stick to the paper for some reason. I don't know why, but this is how jacked up his mouth is. Now I gotta try to fix all of this. So, since I want his mouth to be these lovely shades of pink, I don't know how to fix. I guess I had to outline his mouth black. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. because that's just what I'm going to have to do. Now, what I'm going to do is start with very light pink, very light rose, and then use light rose to see. You start with the lightest one first. And if you're like, nope, that's too light for your mouth, it's just too light. Let me go back through with something darker. Okay, so I can go up like that. This is just a hot mess what I've done here. I wanna see the end results of this because I don't know what that's gonna be. I really honestly don't know what that's going to be. Let's kind of swoosh this around and make it blend that in very nicely. Okay. That's too light. Lips are way too light. So let's go through and touch it up with a darker rose color like this. That's darker, that's nicer. All that erasing I did, I think it did something to the quality of the paper right here because it's acting like I have put so much marker on it and I haven't. So, but that's what it's acting like. I put a whole bunch of marker on it. I had to kind of use some tissue to smooth that better. There we go. I still say his lips are really light, but that's okay. What I'm finna do is go over his mouth. Now I can go over his mouth with this, I think, or black, because I jacked up his lips so incredibly. I did. I jacked them up. And I don't have a guide for this because y'all saw me when I drew him. So, oh, you know what? Look at that. It looks just fine, doesn't it? It does. Now I gotta get these splotches off. Just kind of go like that, I guess. Yep, that'll work. And I think what I need to do for his mouth, this actually just looks like his mouth is open. I should leave it like this, huh? I think I will. Because I think putting that thing in the middle was just too much. So it actually came out looking okay. See a little spot here that I need to go. Oh, look at that. Look at this. How come y'all didn't fill in? Okay, now we're going to his shirt. We're going to do his shirt, but right now let me get these markers right quick. Is this all of them? Oh, and let's close y'all up. There we go. Okay, so I got this blue. This is the blue for his shirt. And his shirt will be really simple, just a solid color. Oh, hold on really quickly. I need to put this up under it because I don't want it to go over to the other page. There we go. When I do the end part, I'd rather for that to get just on to that. I like this blue. It's a nice blue. I think I'm going to go over it again and make it darker. Just kind of go over it first and let it dry a little bit. And then go over it again and make it darker. Let's do this like this. The tones is off. It ends up looking off because I had to go over it again. So let's start here and just kind of go over it again like this to make it darker. Hmm. Oops. I went over the line, so I'm gonna have to fix that. And I wanted to do it fast so that all have like the same consistency because I tend to color wrong. That's why I want to take some classes. Um, Now I didn't think about this part of his shirt. I guess it needs to be a little lighter, so the baby blue may work out, and it may not. I have no clue how this blue looks. I don't have my color chart with me. I have it, but it is laying down on the floor. It's not up here where I can see it. Okay, well, you are just that, baby blue. And just kind of go over it a couple of times to make it a little darker. So it's not so much baby blue, more like a sky blue. There we go. Mm-mm. Okay, well, look at you. And I don't know the name that he's going to be, so I will let him be nameless for just a little while, depending on how many people watch this video, or if anyone suggests a name, if it's just one person that looks at this video and help me name him. Let me lift this up a bit so you can really see him better. See? There he is. That's not a good view. Oh my gosh. There he is. That's a better view. So he needs a name. I struggled with his mouth, but I was able to fix that. These little spots here, I really can't do nothing about. That was my hand rubbed up against some ink that wasn't dry, and that was the results of that. And I really don't know how to fix that at all. So, um, there we go. There he is. He needs a name. Everybody else in my book has a name. Everybody, so he can't be in here without a name. So he will be nameless for a little bit of time. He will be nameless for a little bit of time. Um, How many videos did I do on him? I think I only did a couple. And I want these videos to be as raw as they can, which means not a lot of manipulation as far as editing them. Okay. I will edit it just a little bit. Like I had planned on putting music in this one and everything because I thought I was going to be looking at a show while I was drawing him, but I end up talking the whole time. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, you are so awesome. Please give it a like, and if you care to follow and share my videos, it would help me out a lot. Thank you so much and have a good day. Bye.